citizens of the universe, children of Mother Earth, brothers and sisters, Anastasia, I speak to you today as a breastfed baby, breastfed for 2 years, from July 1941 to 1943. I speak to you today also to celebrate a unique movement, a whole galaxy of mothers and fathers, of people, of civil society, UN agencies, professionals who made a movement sprout into a global network, the first of its kind to even use the word network. I speak to you today, brothers and sisters, to celebrate 40 years of pioneering activism. Activism that made a difference, that was a beacon of inspiration for many, many organizations, that initiated the first international consumer code of its kind ever, that developed a monitoring system of vigilance, of courage, of shaming violators. A movement that launched the first and longest lasting consumer boycott of a key violator of the code, Nestle. That set up, a movement that set up a unique vigilante and multipliers, the International Code Documentation Center, ICDC, that became the global center of training of vigilantes who monitored the code in a systematic and assertive way. They say movements must never forget to remember. Never forget to remember their origins. And there are three things particularly that I will never forget. First, 80 years ago, Dr. Cicely Williams cried out milk and murder in coincidentally the same country I come from, Malaya, as it was referred to then. IBFAN boldly continues to speak out her call with courage, consistency, and creativity. The second thing I will never forget are the 5 diverse organizations who played a key role in the founding of IBFAN and gave it from day one, the 12th of October 1979, a global legitimacy of diverse groups, quite unparalleled in the social health movement then. There's 5, the International Organization of Consumers Union, IOCU, in which I was the president from 1978 and 84, and which provided very critical supporting services out of Penang, Malaysia, in the critical years, in the critical early years. The second organization, War on Want, in the United Kingdom, whose publications, The Baby Killers by Mike Mueller and The Baby Food Scandal by Andy Chatley, were pivotal inspirations for the movement all over the world. The third group, the Interfaith Center for Corporate Responsibility, ICCR, of the National Council of Churches of the USA. The whole spiritual movement was with us. The Infant Formula Action Coalition, in fact, in the USA, who initiated the initial boycott, Nestle boycott, which now continues under the leadership of the Baby Food Action Coalition in the United Kingdom. The Declaration, the BURN, the Third World Network, Action Network in Switzerland, whose edition of the Baby Killer generated a court case and a trial that gave global attention to breastfeeding issues and the ways it was being undermined. Don't forget these 5 organizations. Thirdly, I want to personally thank a very unique couple who worked with me from day one of IBFAN, provided me a home, and continue to work with me 40 years later and for more years to come. Annelise Alain and Jean-Pierre Alain, also based in Penang, Malaysia. The home in Geneva at that time was the IBFAN Forum. IBFAN, you are a rainbow of colors, of energy, of beauty. You have been an inspiration to the health movements everywhere, beginning with Health Action International, HI, the Pesticide Action Network, PAN, and more recently, even the People's Health Assembly and the World Alliance of Breastfeeding Action, WABA, which took on the network model which was initiated by IBFAN. Let's keep the torch lighted for protecting, promoting, and supporting breastfeeding. Let us tell the world we will never cease to fight commerciogenic malnutrition, a term that the great Dr. Jalif gave to us. Brothers and sisters, keep also alive the spirit of IBFAN as when it was born. The spirit of solidarity, the spirit of conviviality. That has been the foundation of growth of the breastfeeding movement and should always continue. I'd like to share with you this poem in conclusion. Remember, we are one. We all drink from one water. We all breathe from one air. We rise from one ocean and we live under one sky. Remember, we are one. The newborn baby cries the same. The laughter of children is universal. Everybody's blood is red, and our hearts beat the same song. Remember, we are one. Peace be on you, brothers and sisters. Peace be on you. Never give up. Never. Thank you, IBFAN. Thank you.